Hello, Christ Church, and welcome to the Weekend Recap. This past weekend, Zach Funk, the Director of Student Ministries, continued the series titled Distracted. In this series, we are looking at ways to stay focused on Jesus Christ in a distracted world. If you missed the sermon, head over to mychristchurch.com and check it out. In his sermon, Zach spoke on the story of Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles chapter 20. In this story, we see Jehoshaphat rise to power as the king of Judah and then get distracted and lose focus on God. We pick up this story where Jehoshaphat is surrounded by his enemies because of his poor decision to align himself with the enemy of the Lord. In an incredible moment of wisdom, he realizes he has lost focus and turns his full attention back to God. In his first point in the sermon, Zach discussed how we need to keep our eyes on God. But how can we do this, though? First, we need to get to know God. We gotta spend time in Scripture studying Him. What is His character like? What does God say, and how does He say it? There are hundreds of examples of the character of God in the Bible. Take John 3:16. For this is how God loved the world. He gave His one and only Son, so that anyone who believes in Him will not perish, but have everlasting life. What can you learn about God from this scripture? That He loved the world. He loved the world so much that He gave Jesus to save us for eternity. You can do this all over the Bible. What can you learn from God about the creation story when He speaks at Jesus' baptism and the Psalms, just everywhere? The more you learn about God, the more you know about Him. The more you know about Him, the easier it is to be in relationship with Him. And the second way to keep our eyes on God is focus on creating that relationship with Him. Talk to God about everything. Do you know that Scripture says that God knows our every thought, our every word, and every action that you take? There's nothing that you can hide from Him, so there's no point in even trying. When you open yourself to God, even the really difficult and painful moments, you are building relationship with Him. Take time alone with Him and empty that baggage. But don't stop there though. Tell God all of the good things that are happening in your life. Tell Him about the exciting news at work, the success you're having at school, or the good news a friend shared with you. In the same way that you have a conversation with a close friend, have that conversation with the Lord of the universe. We don't need a special interpreter. We can go directly to God. The last way that you can keep your eyes focused on Him is to talk about God. Have you ever noticed that when you're excited about something in your life, you just can't help but talk about it? You get the big promotion at work, and every time someone asks you, "Hey Kevin, how are you doing?" You're about ready to burst and tell them, "Oh my gosh, things are awesome. I just got a promotion and it changes everything. I'm so thankful." Talk about God. Be excited about Him and what He's doing in your life, in the lives of your friends and your family here at church. Share about His greatness, His boldness, and His miracles. Too many people think that we have a passive God who just set things in motion and then stepped back. Tell Him about the active God that you have in your life and about the lives that in the people you know. So I hope and pray that you have a blessed week where God is your total focus. Come back tomorrow to hear from Erica Wright as she continues to break down Zach's message from the weekend. This week at Christ Church, Backpack Attack continues. We are still collecting backpacks, uniforms, and school supplies for the Christian Activity Center in East St. Louis. These supplies will support children in need across the Metro East. If you'd like more information, grab a pamphlet at the Sync Center in Scripture Hall. Connect Group Leaders. This coming Sunday from 4:30 to 5:15 in the Fairview Heights Chapel, we will have our meeting. If you would like to start a Connect group or you are already a leader, please come by as we talk about the upcoming all-church study and take a look ahead at what's next for our Connect groups. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you find a friend and invite them to come meet your Christ Church family, and I will see you at church.